Hi everyone! Good day. This is Lourdes Bipalaran, a third-year student of Negros Oriental State University, Shaton Campus, taking up Bachelor of Elementary Education. So today guys, I will be going to discuss under the topic of Unit 2 entitled Principles of Test Development, including Test Validity and Reliability. So for the objectives of this lesson, for K, discuss the principles of test development including test validity and reliability in assessment practices. And for S, demonstrate a commitment to continuously improving assessment practices by considering validity and reliability in test development. And for S, appreciate the impact of a valid, reliable assessment on promoting effective teaching and learning. So for now, let us define first what is principles of test. So according to Ebel and Frisby in 1999 as cited by Garcia in 2028, listed 5 basic principles that should guide teachers in assessing the learning progress of the students and in developing their own assessment tools. So, for now class, we will be able to know what are the 5 basic principles that will guide teachers in developing their assessment tools. So in number 1, measure all instructional objectives. So these principles will design as an operational control to guide the learning sequence and experiences. So when a teacher constructs test items to measure, it will measure the learning progress of the students. They should match all the learning objectives posed during the instruction. That is why the first step in constructing a test is for the teacher to go back the instructional objectives. So in number 2, cover all learning tasks. So measure the representative part of the learning. So in this case, the teacher can determine the educational outcomes or abilities that the resulting scores are the representatives of the total performance in the area measured. So in number 3, appropriate testing strategies or items. So in these principles, items which appraise the specific learning outcome. So the test items constructed must be appropriate to measure the learning outcomes. So in number 4, make tests valid and reliable. So in these principles, tests which are well planned covers wide objectives and are well executed are more valid. So the teacher must construct a test that is valid so that it can measure what is supposed to measure from the students. So the test is reliable when the scores of the students the same or remain the same or consistent when the teacher gives the same test for the second time. So in number 5, use the test improvement learning or use tests to improve learning. Tests are not only an assessment but also it is a learning experience. So the test scores should be utilized by the teacher properly in order to improve learning by discussing the skills or competencies on the items that have not been learned or mastered by the learners. So these 5 principles emphasizes the importance of comprehensive assessment that accurately reflects the learning progress of students and provide meaningful feedback for their growth and development. So by following these principles, teachers can design effective assessment tools that support students' learning. Now class, we will also know what is validity and reliability in the principles of test development. So according to Navarro, Santos, and Corpus in 2019, validity and reliability are related concepts. So if an instrument is unreliable, it cannot give valid outcomes. So as reliability improves, validity may improve or it may not. So however, if an instrument is shown scientifically to be valid, then it is almost certain that it is also reliable. So for now class, we will be able to know what are the types of validity. So there are 3 main types of evidence that may be collected. So in number 1, construct validity. Number 2, content validity, and in number 3 is criterion validity. So first is the construct validity. Does the test measure the concept that is intended to measure? So in order to achieve construct validity, ensure that the method of measurement matches the concept or the characteristics you intended to measure. So second is the content validity. Is the test fully representative of what it aims to measure? In order to achieve content validity, the content of the test must cover all relevant areas of the subject that test aims to measure. So, and the last one is the criterion validity. Do the results correspond to a different test of the same thing? So, in order to achieve criterion validity, there must be a high correlation between the result of your measurements and the results of the criterion measurement or the result of a different test. So next is the reliability. Reliability have names that indicate the kind of consistency they refer to. In number 1, alternate forms of reliability. Number 2, inter-rater reliability. And in number 3, stability or retest reliability. So in number 1, alternate form reliability, to what extent do the test takers who will perform well on one edition of the test also perform well on another edition? So a test is reliable if there is consistency on test takers' scores across the different editions of the test containing different questions or problem testing the same types of knowledge or skills at the same difficulty level. And number 2 is the inter-rater reliability. Is the consistency of the scoring process on a test for which the scores are judged by raters. So there are two main approaches in scoring a constructive response test. So in analytic scoring, so number 1 is the analytic scoring. So the analytic scoring is the rate awards points for specific features of the response. So in holistic scoring, in number 2, the rater makes a single judgment of the whole response. The last one in number 3 is retest reliability. So this requires using the method of measurement on a group of people at one time. So using it again on the same group of people at a later time, and then looking at retest correlation between the two sets of scores. So by using the retest correlation method, researchers can evaluate the reliability of their measurement instruments and determine whether the same results are consistently obtained over time. So overall, ensuring both validity and reliability is crucial in test development as they contribute to the accuracy and usefulness of test results. So that's all, and thank you for listening. God bless everyone, and bye!